Hello, friends. It's Phil Wiseman, and thanks for taking a moment to watch this video. I'm making this because I want to tell you something that's very, very special to me and very, very important to me. Many of you know that I am going to Zambia soon. I've been trying to fundraise and stuff through Facebook, and I just want to say thanks so much to everyone that's given towards that. It's been awesome. I might talk about that a little more in a second here, but I just want to help you understand what's going through my mind as I do this, as I go to Africa. A lot of you know that I was just there in December and January, and now I'm already going back. And I never imagined that I would be going back this soon. And so the obvious question is, why in the world are you doing that, and what are you going to be doing while you're there? And certainly, I don't have enough time to really say all of that here on this short video, but I will say this, that when the thing that is most central to you, and for me it might be music. Music has been a big part of my life for a long time. And for a long time I've felt like my craft, my art, what good does it actually do? Certainly music is an important part of most anyone's life, but it does not heal people. It does not make things, it doesn't fix things that are broken, or at least so I thought. When I went to Zambia, a few months ago, and that was my second time there, I got to see how music is actually making a tangible, developmental, drastic difference in the lives of orphans in Zambia. In Zambia, there's over 1 million orphans, many of which have lost their parents to AIDS, many of which are fleeing abusive, horrible situations, many of which are coming out of sex slavery. And what they're finding, and the organization that I went with is called Poetis. That stands for Poetic Justice. And what Poetis is doing is they're finding that music and the arts are an opportunity to not only attract orphans, but to give them a voice again. For somebody who has literally had their world blown apart and had everything that they've ever had taken away from them, including their dignity and their honor, giving them something where they can create means the world. It means that they have something that is theirs. It means that they start dreaming again. It means that they can actually, through music and the arts, go through a sort of therapy. And it's just an incredibly powerful thing. I've met students who fled from abusive relationships with family members, and they got away, and they found the Music Academy in Choma, Zambia, which is part of what we'll be doing. And instead of, a lot of times you'll hear people say, well, you need food and clothes and then you're fine, or maybe you need business education and you're fine, right? Thinking that those are going to solve all the problems that go into a complex individual. But what they do at the Music Academy is they gave this student a trombone, and among other things, along with relationships and an education, and they're teaching these students not only how to survive, but how to thrive. But they gave him a trombone, and so essentially this young man now has a dream again. And not only does he have a reason to survive, but he has a reason to live. And once again, he's dreaming, and he has a goal and a hope for the future. So I'm going because I believe that I have something unique that I can bring. And my question for you is, would you support me in that? Would you pray for me, first of all? Because quite honestly, I don't entirely know what I'm getting myself into. Me and my friend Brandon recorded a song, and along with our friend Whitney, she sang on it as well. It's called A New Day, and it's a song that I wrote on the plane ride back last time that I went to Africa, because of all of the suffering that I saw. Literally hospitals with just children lying on beds all up and down the hallway, people wailing in agony. Some of the worst suffering I could ever imagine. Even in the midst of that, I saw some of the most hopeful people I've ever seen. And through the arts, they're raising up leaders who are going to take a generation and they're going to lead them out of this mess. And so we're going to provide instruction and encouragement and resources. And so if you want, you can go to my blog. It's philipwiseman.blogspot.com. I have a song there called A New Day. We recorded it. Take a listen to it. And there's also a link on the right-hand side of the page where you can donate via PayPal to our trip. We leave in 10 days, The trip cost is $3,900. So far, we've made a little over $500 from this song, and all of the money that we make through the song is going to be divided between me and Brandon because we're both going back this time. Brandon's the drummer. So I invite you to do that. I've made about $1,000 elsewhere through fundraising, so just in interest of complete disclosure, I should tell you how much I've made. But if you feel called to help us through any means, we would be very, very grateful. And so I invite you to do that. I invite you to get involved, and I also invite you to check out poetis.org, poetice.org, and see all the amazing things that are going on in Africa through this great ministry. Thanks so much, friends. God bless you. Bye-bye.